It is review time right now, and this one is for Drew Goddard's Cabin in the Woods follow-up, Bad Times at the El Royale. I'm keeping this review as plot light as possible because this is a movie you really want to go into as blind as possible, and I can't stress that enough. But basically here, the movie takes place at a hotel called the El Royale in Lake Tahoe. It involves 7 strangers who all wind up at that hotel. They've all got secrets, and I'd really like to bet that every single one of them is going to surprise you at one point or another. I really just fell for this setting and the basics of the scenario here. There's a lot going on in this movie beyond just that logline, but the second Goddard reveals that secret hallway in the El Royale, I needed to know every single detail about the place and everything going on behind the scenes. The funny thing is, though, Goddard doesn't give you every single detail, and that is usually something that does frustrate me with mysteries, but in the case of Bad Times at the El Royale, I found the narrative we got to be incredibly satisfying, and I've been having a blast discussing those mysteries that it does leave you with ever since my screening. I'm also convinced that it is highly unlikely that any other cast and filmmaker combo could have pulled off this concept quite as well. There isn't a single weak performance in the bunch. Chris Hemsworth continues to prove that he's got range. Here he's playing into his character's kooky and menacing qualities. Dakota Johnson's character has way more heart and depth than you might expect based on her introduction here. Jeff Bridges is just perfect as Father Flynn. Again, took me by surprise how complex the situation in the movie really is, and Bridges just nails every single layer of him. Jon Hamm is great, and so is Cailee Spaeny, who takes a very big leap away from her Pacific Rim Uprising role here. But if I had to pinpoint 2 standouts, those honors are going to Lewis Pullman and Cynthia Erivo. Mark my words, Erivo is gonna take over. She's already got a Daytime Emmy, a Grammy, Tony Award, and she is going to have absolutely no trouble making the transition to film based on her work in this movie and also in Widows. You're gonna hear about this a lot, but I do have to repeat it myself just because it is so impressive. There's a very lengthy, incredibly well-blocked tracking shot in this movie that also features Erivo singing. It's just a showstopper. It's gotta be tough having a moment like that so early in the movie, but then Erivo effortlessly keeps the bar high throughout. Her character Darlene is basically the anchor of this one, and she's super easy to connect to, and Erivo then justifies every single step of Darlene's evolution all throughout the film. My second MVP here is Lewis Pullman. He's still got one of my favorite scenes of 2018. It's the pool scene in Strangers Pray at Night. The thing is, the rest of that movie isn't as good as that scene, so it is really nice to see him crush it in a number of scenes in this movie, one that is also rock solid throughout. Yet again, there are a lot of surprises here for his character Miles that I'm not going to ruin for you in this review, but do know that he's got a number of really big moments in this movie, most of which take him to some very specific and different extremes, and he is just phenomenal handling every single one of them. And Drew Goddard is just the ultimate leader here. Bad Times at the El Royale comes across as a meticulously well-planned and executed film. There are countless freeze-frame worthy visuals in this movie, some stunning camera moves that aren't just there to create a pretty picture, but truly enhance a moment, and it makes a lot of this movie just unforgettable and even kind of hypnotic. I really couldn't take my eyes off of it and walked out with that feeling that I just wanted to jump right back in and experience it all over again. And another thing that contributes to that quality is that you could feel Goddard's passion and excitement for this project and this story just radiating from the screen. I'm gonna give Bad Times at the El Royale 4.5 Deweys out of 5 on the Dewey Decimal Movie scale. It's a movie where every single department is just operating at peak performance, and then Drew Goddard is there to bring it all together. I can't stop thinking about it, and I really can't wait to watch it again. So there you have it, my review of Bad Times at the El Royale. If and when you guys see the movie, do tell me what you think in the comment section below, but please be mindful of spoilers. You don't want to ruin this experience for anyone else, right? Thanks so much for watching this review right now. Don't forget to like and share, and I'll see you soon with more movie reviews.